All right, we're live.
Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday night.
Happy Easter tomorrow. Jesus.
The Easter Bunny.
It's resurrecting. Boom. Wait,
you know who else is going to be resurrected? Tupac.
Okay, we'll get into that in a second.
Tupac is going to be resurrected tomorrow on Easter.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. TGIF.
Today's Saturday.
Oh, TGIS.
Okay.
Is what I meant to say.
All right.
TGIS. Nobody's ever said that before. I'm trademarking it.
No one's ever said it before.
No.
No.
Trademark, like Paris Hilton. She's like, trademark that. But we are today because, I mean, why the hell not? We're 90s. We grew up listening to Biggie. We grew up in New York. Who better than to talk about P. Diddy, P. Kiddy Diddler. Now,
the scandal is like...
I saw some of the comments on the TikTok. You're right. It's not funny. But, like, his name's P. fucking Diddy. Like, P. Diddler? You think, come on. You know me? That's not funny?
I mean, this is all based on allegations, of course.
Yes.
However...
well, okay.
All right. So, back in the 90s...
Hold on. Before you even get into that. There's a lot of stuff going on the internet. And... there's some shit that has...
shout out to 50 Cent with the memes. He's fucking killing it. Oh,
and A.B. Brown.
God.
And A.B. Brown. Anthony Brown, sorry. A.B. So, and we're going to go through all that, but I just want to say, like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out, but we know with the world and social media, there's a lot of fake-ass shit out there, but there's a lot of shit that, like, it really makes you think. And there's some stuff that are just straight facts. But we don't know because I honestly, a lot of this stuff has been going on for a month, 2 weeks. So there's other bigger YouTubers that have already done the research on that. And rather than me go through...
YouTubers did not grow up on Long Island. In the 90s, during Hampton season... when there was just a lot of fucking rumors going around,
and we're gonna get into all of it.
Like, it's like the light bulb has been going off forever, and now it's like, yo, it's on TV.
Like Cat Williams said, it's the year of truth. Everybody's getting exposed.
Ooh, so, Cat Williams, I'm loving him this week. So
I know.
funny.
And I think that, like I was saying, though, we're going to watch some people that are going to go through the lawsuits and stuff, because I went to go through it last night because if I'm going to speak on something, like, I kind of want to know. But that just was a lot. And considering, like, the people, which you might not like because of politics, whatever, let's put politics aside right now. The people, they're just reading a document. They're just going through things. So we're gonna view it. We're gonna view it. I've already watched the video, and I hasn't watched some of it, but
I watched some.
And then
I'm dying to watch the rest of it because there's
some shit.
There's a lot, and a lot makes sense, and it's like, now it makes sense. It's like
it's crazy.
Law and Order live, and you're like, the newspaper's putting out all this stuff, and it's all of a sudden you're kind of like connecting the dots, and you're like, oh, this is why this person does this. And it's like, holy shit, man. Wendy Williams wasn't fucking around when she was on Hot 97 back in the 90s, talking mad shit. And Angie Martinez. A lot.
Again, a lot of things we're going to say are alleged.
Alleged.
But let me just say something really quick. And I'm going to, you'll see whatever in like a couple minutes when we pull it up. But P. Diddy has been around way too many people that are dead. Like, we're talking the best of the best. He can't handle people that are better than him. We're talking Biggie, Tupac, Whitney fucking Houston.
Yo, Whitney Houston was a crackhead on her own.
It doesn't matter. It's like just shady the things like how he was there or like involved in some way is fucking weird. So anyway, we're gonna watch this Candace Owens video, whatever. I don't care what you think about her. Listen, she keeps it fucking real. So you don't like her, fine.
Candace. Let's watch this bitch.
This guy was P. Diddy's security. And before...
Oh, yeah.
No, not security. He was like, or maybe... oh wait, maybe am I getting
Is it the bodyguard, Gene?
No. No. And then this other one, the job before this, he was Michael Jackson's. So actually, you know what? Candace is gonna explain it, and I'm gonna put it on right now.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you'll see in a second.
I'm gonna drink my mango Maui Wowie. I don't know what this is, but it's fucking delicious. I haven't been able to eat for 2 days. I had dental work done because somebody doesn't want to stop fucking chewing on ice. Cat.
Did you stop?
For the most part.
You better stop.
Wait. Oh God.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up right now. I just had it up. I'm sorry, everybody. Well, I mean, not that anybody's actually watching live, but
my allergies.
Where?
Yo,
God,
do you want to see something?
What?
Look.
Why is this not coming up? Oh, okay. Here it is.
Oh, look at that. Look who it is.
All right, so I'm gonna watch this one
Look, he said
first.
Hi. Nicole, say hi to the cat.
Hi.
Meow. You say hello?
Hi, Baloo number 2. All right, put your camera back and let's.
I have to say hi to the cat.
I know. I'm just saying. Put your fucking camera back.
Oh man. Okay.
Wealth builders who'll use their money to shape the course of world history without building a.
All right, guys. Hold on. We're gonna put this on 1 point.
Oh, the one I'm watching. She's wearing a yellow jacket.
I know. I said I want to watch this one first.
Okay.
Because she explains about Michael Jackson and the Diddy connection really quick, and then the next one will make more sense.
Well,
like, what's going on? I don't want subtitles. I just want to make it faster, bitch. Okay, there we go.
Happy Thursday. Today on the show, holy smokes. You're not going to believe this, but there is, in fact.
All right, holy smokes.
With the LAPD at parties, and then what takes place is they're being recorded, and sometimes they're being recorded while they are committing sexual acts with minors. And something that we also saw in these docs is that these parties, at least a lot of them, are taking place in the Virgin Islands, which again, just makes you go, what's happening here? Because Jeffrey Epstein, obviously his home, or he owned an island that was just off the coast of St. Thomas. So we hear that again. I also been jogging your memory about the Bitcoin millionaire who right before his death found accidental drowning, even though he was fully clothed and had his wallet in his pocket, tweeted that the CIA and the Mossad were running a blackmail ring in the Virgin Islands. Something else that we learned in the Diddy lawsuit was that the media and the authorities are complicit. So the ring has real power, not imagined power. Again, I am using the word alleged because this person, despite having, video evidence and he has presented photographic evidence, this has not yet.
Really quick, it's just so fucked up what these people with money do with kids. It's really disgusting, but
I don't understand.
Gone through the court system. And so we can't say that it's entirely true. And I'd say the biggest point that we took away from these Diddy docs was that this ring, if you believe it exists, can and will murder people to protect themselves. And he intimated this event that happened allegedly at a recording studio where Diddy and his son allegedly shot someone, and it was covered up by the LAPD and then the media. All right, so within those docs, and this is where it gets relevant, there's one man that is named as being the person that can do the cleanups, right? This is the guy that you are supposed to call if you get into any sort of a...
This is the Harvey Keitel, like in Pulp Fiction when they call Mr.
Right,
W.
yes, exactly. So this is the cleanup guy, not security, but
scenario.
Okay.
So in these docs, it says
go on,
Mr.
Vikander.
Combs instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad, that is Fahim Muhammad, if they are ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. And upon information and belief, this is regarding the shooting that took place at Chalice Recording Studios. Again, he is alleging that Diddy and his son shot someone. And after that shooting, the documents say explicitly that Mr. Muhammad spoke with the LAPD after G was shot at the recording studio. The LAPD was in the recording studio and witnessed the blood in the restroom, and they went with the bogus claim that the shooting of G occurred outside the studio. This was all thanks to Mr. Muhammad's connections within law enforcement. So again, what we are seeing there is that you call this guy and this guy will make it disappear, and the media will report whatever the incident is in a capacity that covers up the crime, allegedly. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The cleanup guy, Mr. Fahim Muhammad, was also on the scene when Michael Jackson died. So I want to introduce you to...
He was like one of the first people on the scene when Michael Jackson died. Now, she's going to get into it, but this guy is like way younger than us. Why? Okay, well,
and allow you to listen to Ian Carroll. He's an independent journalist that is investigating everything that is going on, and he explains that connection that Fahim has with Michael Jackson. Take a listen.
So this new lawsuit just came out that shows tons of evidence that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, has been running a sexual blackmail operation very much like Jeffrey Epstein, but in the rap and music industry.
I mean, not for nothing, I wouldn't take anything this guy says for like as truth, but he is looking at the actual document, and it does look like that. His is just highlighted when I downloaded it yesterday. It's a document. Let's be real.
For basically 30 years. And in that lawsuit, we learned that his head of security while he's running the sexual blackmail ring is this guy named Fahim Muhammad.
Oh, and by the way, as you can see in the document, this guy, the document has links and pictures. So the guy that came forward, which we're going to go over in a second,
has
the next video,
actual proof.
He's got all his receipts. Like, he dotted his motherfucking I's, crossed his T's.
That's a
who, before working for Diddy, was the head of security for Michael Jackson when he was only 21. And he was one of the first people on the scene when Michael Jackson.
So you mean to say this guy's 21 years old,
head of security for Michael Jackson?
The biggest guy in the fucking world at that time. Like, if you weren't
How
alive...
is that possible?
When Michael Jackson was around, I mean, it was a whole different ball game than when, like, celebrities are now.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just, yeah.
And died. And before we go to Michael Jackson, the most important part of the Diddy case to bring across is the fact that the record executives at the very top knew what P. Diddy was doing. They were attending the parties with underage girls where they were spiking drinks. They were deeply involved in Diddy's personal life. And all evidence points to them supporting his operation, or at the very least, turning a blind eye to it.
So yes, this is obviously huge. It's also potentially terrifying. And now if you want to be rational and use rational side of your brain, you just go, okay, well, this could just be a coincidence, right? Fahim Muhammad, he is in security. And yes, he obviously is high up in security. He was providing security to Michael Jackson. He happened to die on his watch. Big deal, right? Big deal. Well, I think that would lead us to the question of who exactly is Fahim Muhammad, because that's kind of a big first job to have. You're 21 years old and you're protecting the king of pop. What exactly are his qualifications? Let's go back to...
I mean, let's. I mean, what were your qualifications at 21, Anna?
Oh, vodka.
In fact,
Power Hour, the Elmo, driving under the influence of Hemi sticks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly. Like 21, head of security for fucking Michael Jackson. Crazy.
Cup All-Star champion. I mean,
Anna was actually a bottle of vodka for Halloween?
I was. And I said I was like a cannibal. I was drinking vodka. I was drinking goose out of a measuring cup. Do you remember that with Red Bull?
I almost spit that out, a cannibal.
I was a cannibal. I was drinking vodka, dressed up as a bottle of vodka. I wonder if Kira still has any of those pictures.
I know, she probably
I
does.
know someone does. I've
So,
seen them.
isn't this crazy though? This.
Let's hear about how this kid literally became.
I don't know why more people. Sorry, I feel like I'm screaming. Why more people are talking about this shit? This is crazy.
This is insanity.
Okay.
Ian Carroll and his reporting.
And now here's the best part. Check this out. This is in all of his bios, by the way, but we're pointing it out now. In 2008, Fahim graduated from Sacramento State University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Administration with a concentration in real estate and marketing. Okay. Do you realize what's wrong with that yet?
Yeah, it doesn't say
Anything
security.
coming to mind? When did Michael Jackson die? June 25th, 2009. Jackson died from cardiac.
I was in Fort Lauderdale or Miami when Michael Jackson died. The day Michael Jackson died. I don't know if you remember that day.
Uh-huh.
But I do. I was in either, like I said, I think it was Miami. Because I was south of Boca Raton, but it doesn't matter. I was out like partying because wouldn't he say it was 95? No, not 95. 2005. Yeah, so I was at like 2009. So I was at the bar. Doesn't matter what time. Any day.
Excuse me.
Jeez. Any day in 2009, I was at the bar. But I was at the bar. And I went to all these different bars. And there were like every Michael Jackson impersonator came out that night.
I believe
Like,
it.
people were up on the...
Yeah.
Wait, can you do that not in the microphone?
It's not in the microphone.
You're doing it towards the phone.
Where would you like me to sneeze, Nicole?
Like towards Blue.
Can I sneeze towards you, my love? You
No.
Are you trying to get in this? Yo, do you see him? Try to
I'm just trying to teach you proper camera etiquette.
Yo, the cat doesn't know. Well, actually, his cat.
No, he does know. Look at him. He's sitting there perfectly in frame.
Oh, you say hello? Oh, you smiling? Oh, look at him. He's like, bitch.
All right, Baloo, you're getting too much screen time and we don't have enough money to pay you.
No. So let me.
Okay.
Arrest caused by propofol and benzodiazepine overdose caused by his doctor, apparently. Hold up. Hold the phone. Pause. Why is a dude who just graduated college last year with a business and real estate degree the head of security for the king of pop, for Michael Jackson, the most famous musician of all time?
Facts.
That's exactly what I was wondering. I mean, like,
AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images.
Yeah, that is remarkably
Baloo agrees.
suspicious. And if we had a media that was interested in actually presenting the truth and not just propagandizing on behalf of the state, they would probably explore and look deeper into who this character is. But of course, that's not what the media does. Instead, they are meant to convince people of certain narratives. And like I said in the past, I've been a victim to that. I was obviously very young when everything was going on with Michael Jackson, and I believed the media, which is why I was kind of stunned to kind of go back and revisit the Michael Jackson case. And Ian has extensively unpacked that, revealing, and I did not know this, maybe perhaps because the media wasn't interested in telling us the end result. But yes, the FBI raided Michael Jackson's home. They poured through hours upon hours of the video footage that he had, other materials, documents that were in his house, trying to find this connection to Michael Jackson and potential child abuse. And what ended up being the result was that they could not find a single shred of proof that Michael Jackson had abused any children. And yet, despite this, the media convinced us that he was a pedophile, or maybe they didn't convince you, but they definitely did a good job convincing me that Michael Jackson was a pedophile. And to be clear, maybe it's perhaps the lack of evidence that was ever uncovered. Michael Jackson was found not guilty of all of the charges that were brought against him. But that didn't stop the media's obsessive attacks against him. They still wanted people to believe that this man was.
All right. This is about Diddy, not Michael Jackson. I just wanted to like preface that the connection of this. And wait, did you see that?
What was that?
Were you just watching that?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I pressed pause.
Oh.
Like 2 seconds ago. Where she was talking about Michael Jackson molesting kids.
Uh-huh.
That was on the screen.
It wasn't on the screen. We are on the screen.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Is-
no,
is
he
this-
was not on the
is-
screen.
Is this on the screen right now?
No, just us.
So we were just sitting in silence for 5 minutes?
No, you could hear Candace.
But you couldn't see her.
You cannot see her.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, sorry about that. So anyway, it's not about Michael Jackson. The whole point of me showing that first was to preface the connection. I mean, that's weird, but also to kind of put the idea in your head as, look, there's no like solid facts, and not many people, like, yeah, a couple people might have came out and said like he had domestic abuse violations, but we know what the media does to people to ruin their reputations
Yes, we do.
when things aren't true. So, but there's just too much fucked up shit that something's going on, like whether or not, and unfortunately,
True, it's not true. Partially, allegedly, whatever. There's
the
some
matter
shit
of the
going
fact
on.
is when you get a lot of money and you're fucking mad bitches every day, you get bored. And also, I want to say this. I said this to Annie yesterday. Yeah, a lot of respect to the East Coast rappers because they don't just talk about it. They walk. They talk the talk and walk the walk. So like the things they're rapping about, they actually do. But first off, Diddy, number one, does he have one good song? No. Number two, you want to talk about all this gangster shit and then go suck a dick or get a dick up your ass? That's some fake ass shit.
Well, he's a bad boy for life.
Yo, I'm a bad girl for life, but you don't see me licking no clits.
Oh, man. Like, the whole thing is fucking crazy. Everything. Like, Justin Bieber, Kevin Hart.
We're gonna go into all that. Let's just start with what started this first, which is the lawsuit.
Okay.
And I watched this 3 weeks ago, but I don't really remember, so we'll watch it. Try and skip through it fast.
This episode is brought to you by Preborn. Join me in the fight for life. To donate securely, dial pound. Well, Kid Cudi thought the accusations were true. He said, yes, that is actually what happened.
That did definitely happen. I remember reading about this.
Why? Okay.
Wait, let's see her. She was doing the Diddy. Hold on.
Yeah.
Watch.
Changed his name many times over the years. You might know him as Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Puff, P. Diddy, or just Diddy, the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y. Okay, well, there have always been rumors, and quite frankly, I always thought that they were conspiracies. They sounded crazy. First and foremost, rumors that he was gay. Also, rumors that he was behind the killing of his quote-unquote best friend, the notorious B.I.G.
We all
First of all,
we've been saying it since '96.
and this is the reason why I fucking hate Puff Daddy, because Biggie, I honestly thought there was going to be a time in my life where I would meet Biggie. Like, I was like this close to him. If anybody knows me, they know
I know.
I was all about, if I was driving in my car, it was either Biggie, Luda, DMX, Nelly, or drum and bass. That's it.
Yep. No.
And also that he had something to do with the killing of Tupac. Well, last year, things got interesting because Combs' ex
I don't care that much. I mean, Tupac's great, but like Biggie was my soul at that time. Greatest rapper alive.
Yes.
Two of the greatest. Both of them are. I mean, just the skill. Yeah, they talked about like a little bit of fucked up shit, but like, oh, the back in the back in the back. Remember, pack in the back in the back of the yak. Pack in the back in the back of the yak.
Oh my God.
In the back, in the back of the yak, back in the back, in the back of the yak.
Let's finish watching this so we can go on.
Her name was Cassandra. She went by Cassie, and she filed a federal lawsuit against him in New York, alleging years of assault. Now, again, they dated for like more than 10 years, so she obviously was very close to him and knew his lifestyle. Her lawsuit contained graphic allegations that he raped her in 2018, that he physically abused her, that he intimidated her, that he made her have sex with male escorts while he watched. The lawsuit also alleged that he blew up another artist.
Oh shit. Diddy's a cuck? Oh, Diddy's allegedly a cuck?
I'm not surprised.
This car, his
Not
name was
surprised
Kiddy, in order to stop him from seeing Cassie romantically when him and Cassie split up. I mean, again, all of this sounds insane if it's true.
It
Kid
is
Cudi thought the
true.
accusations were true. He said, yes, that is factually what happened. But of course, Diddy denied those allegations. And he instead came out and said that Cassie was simply trying to blackmail him for $30 million. And by the way, that is plausible, right? We've seen tons of those instances, especially in the era of Me Too. But this one felt a little different because we're like, okay, but she's known you for a very long time. And these allegations are
We don't.
Bad boy for life.
Right.
quite weird. But we never got a follow-up there because then he very quickly settled with her for an undisclosed amount. And then even more women started coming out saying they were victims of Diddy. And then it seemed like an avalanche. And he issued a very strong statement condemning them for essentially extortion attempts and trying to murky his name. So again, you don't know what's real, you don't know what's not until this recent lawsuit. And this one's different, guys. A man named Rodney Jones has come forward to sue Diddy. And this is not.
Get that money.
I mean, he's like, I'm sorry, but he looks like a gay, like,
Will I am.
no,
From
like,
the Black Eyed Peas.
like one of those guys that like stand in like in London, like with like in front of the Queens.
Oh, like an armed guard,
Yeah, like a gay one.
like the Royal Guards or whatever.
Right.
Not your average lawsuit. I will say right now, many lawsuits are in fact frivolous. I have fought and
But he does look like will.i.am too.
won frivolous lawsuits. This person, however, his name is Rodney Jones. He lived, traveled, and he worked with Diddy as a producer. And he is alleging that he has hours upon hours of recorded footage and pictorial evidence, which has been included in this document to support his claims. And I have to say, these claims seem very credible. Now, to be clear, Rodney, also goes by Lil Rod, is suing Diddy and others. We're going to get to.
I wonder if Little Rod has a little rod.
I was just thinking that. And that's the name that Diddy gave him.
I don't know. Sorry,
Because
people.
you're a little Rod. Okay, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. Okay, Puff Daddy. I can't.
Thank you, Daddy. I don't know why. I don't know why we're like this, people. But I mean, either you know, or you don't.
To who those others are for $30 million, claiming that he was subjected to sexual misconduct for the duration of the production process of an album. It is a 70-page lawsuit that has been filed in the Southern District of New York. And he is claiming that while working on the album and living with Combs in New York, California, Florida, other locations, that Diddy repeatedly groped him, touching his, I'm sorry to say this, guys, his anus and his crotch without consent, and attempting to groom him into accepting a homosexual.
If you don't know what an anus is, that's your asshole.
Relationship by showing him explicit videos of others in Hollywood. Yes, they have named other artists, claiming that homosexuality was a normal practice in the music industry. He's also claiming that Diddy would walk around the house naked and force him to watch him shower, and is alleging that he told.
Listen, for $30 million though, Diddy, I'll watch you shower.
Not every
Honestly,
day.
I would probably lick your anus too.
No.
For 30 million, Anna, you're telling me you wouldn't lick a little ass.
Nah.
30 million
Nah, man. Nah.
for 30 million. If anybody's watching, I want to know. There's like 12 briefcases of hundreds in front of you open, and Diddy's on all fours. And there's like a,
that's not cool.
and there's a rope. Look, and you know those like little grabby things like that old people have to grab stuff so they don't have to get up. There's 2 of those, but they're stretched. They're broken, and they're stretching his asshole out. Would you or would you not do
That's
a little?
not necessary. Definitely. No.
30 million? Listen, I'm not going to even front. I do it for $30. No.
You deep bitch.
I would
You
do it for
get gonorrhea of the mouth for $30 from Diddy?
No,
Fuck
for
that.
$30, I would not do it. But for 30 million,
No.
I most
30
certainly
million
would.
shit. 30
Diddy
million.
hit me up. Diddy hit me up. I can pretend I am 14. I do braids. I do braids. I can do braids.
But you're not a little boy.
Okay.
There's a difference.
But I know. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something, but I know one. I don't know any boys, and that was fucked up.
That's fucking wrong, Nicole.
I know. It just came out of my mouth. That wasn't cool. I don't even.
Blue, cover your ears. You can't be listening to this. You can't be listening to this. There's something seriously wrong with Nicole. I know she's white.
I was gonna say, scoundrel.
Right.
Listen, there's people. Listen, you don't even know if you think this is fucked up. This is like mid. There's people that buy animal piss online to drink. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy does that too. But I mean, there's no allegations out there of that. I'm just saying. Oh, I personally wouldn't be surprised. And for 30 million, I would do it for you, Diddy. Sorry. Okay. Oh, as long as the animal had no parasites.
Don't listen to this. This is too much for you. It's too much.
Okay, we're getting back.
All right.
Back to someone who has a brain.
Thankfully, or somewhat.
Oh shit.
And welcome back. This episode is brought to you.
Oh no. I lost the spot. Okay, here we go.
Florida, other locations, that Diddy repeatedly groped him, touching his, I'm sorry to say this, guys, his anus and his crotch without consent, and attempting to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship by showing him explicit videos of others in Hollywood. Yes, they have named other artists, claiming that homosexuality was a normal practice in the music industry. It's also claiming that Diddy would walk around the house naked and force him to watch him shower, and is alleging that he went forward and told Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Karam, about this. And Christina came back to him and said, well, Sean will just be Sean. So we're going to go through some of these explosive claims. Again, right at the top, I'm going to make it clear so that I don't get sued, that these are all allegations. Everything that I'm going to say after this is an allegation that is being claimed by Rodney in this lawsuit document, which we will include as a link for you guys if you're watching this on YouTube. Let's go through the big claims. Ready? Number one, this is perhaps the biggest claim, is that Diddy and his son murdered someone in plain daylight and got away with it. But there's apparently a man that they know, that everyone who works with Diddy knows, that they can call.
Not the first person,
and they
allegedly
will get everything cleaned up, and they're implicating the LAPD in this madness because they produced fake reports, and he's got some real good evidence to back up these claims. He says that one.
Real quick, before I forget, because of ADHD, me and Anna were talking yesterday about like Jay-Z, and I did pull up the lyrics for Black Magic, or what is it, Blue Magic? Sorry. Where he talks about like knowing the cops and the fucking. I mean,
I'm telling you,
they're connected.
They're not like these rappers that are out now. That's the difference between hip hop back then and hip hop now. And these kids that are coming out with fucking face tattoos and like Skittle colored teeth, bro. You don't.
It's like, here's the thing.
What isn't? And everything that they were rapping about in the 90s early 90s, mid 90s, even up into the late 90s, like 98, 99.
Till
It's because
Biggie and
it's
Pac died.
true. They already
It's-
lived it. It's already been done. That's why there was so much emphasis on every fucking word in a lyric, in every fucking bar. It didn't matter who was singing it because it was true. These kids, they're talking mad shit about, you know,
Oh, not you.
on
Sorry.
TV. I don't know. They're fucking whack.
Well, the thing is
Big
that, like,
Pimpin', Jay-Z.
I'm not
Jay-Z
saying, like,
opened for the MTV VMAs. Was it the VMAs or the Music Awards? I don't even remember. And he literally shut down Lincoln Center. He had a bunch of Hummers. He had a huge block party in front of Lincoln Center. No fucking black artist had ever done that before.
or white.
MTV was a huge racist network, even still in the 90s. Jay-Z comes out with the song Big Pimpin', and that's okay. All of a sudden, it's okay to pimp out hoes and sell drugs and blah, blah, blah. It was never okay before. Mainstream media was not okay with that. Reagan declared a war on rap music. All of a sudden, Jay-Z's singing in front of Lincoln Center, shutting down the West Side Highway in 1998, 1999, and everybody's okay with it.
Well,
Cardi B's out here talking about her wet fucking pussy. That's okay. None of this was okay back in the 90s.
wet ass pussy.
Oh, excuse me.
Waplo.
Oh, excuse me.
Here's the thing, though. And nobody should be surprised about any of this. The fucked up shit is the kids. It's like, but
It's
what
always
I
the kids.
know, here's my fucking thing. If you're fucking a multi-millionaire, why the fuck are you still selling drugs, guns, and women? Like, you're not making, I mean, like, why? Like, why? You're making, you could be broke as fuck. Diddy could be broke as fuck and do an appearance for $1 million. Like, why are you selling
Isn't
this
there a
shit?
saying? I hate to say it. Oh, this is so bad. But isn't there a saying? Once N-word, always. I'm just saying. Yo, you're gonna
Yeah.
be selling crack on the street.
Listen, they say it about hoes too.
I mean,
Once a hoe, now always a hoe. Like, same thing. Yeah, like, once you like, it's like me. You can take me out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of me, bitch. Or you know what I mean? That's the saying.
Same thing.
But and I get it. Listen, as somebody who sold drugs, like, I'm always on a hustle.
Listen,
I tried to find different things.
What was it? Was it the Blueprint?
No.
Blueprint or In My Life Volume 1? It was like 98, 99, 2000.
Maybe it was the blue one.
The song Girls, Girls, Girls.
Yeah.
That's all he does is talk about them. Same thing.
Big
I got one on the
fish,
plan. I got this chick. He's literally talking about how we just.
His first album was Reasonable Doubt.
His first album ever was Streets is Watching. Mainstream was Reasonable Doubt.
I just Googled it. It says Reasonable Doubt.
Really? And not Streets is Watching?
In 1996. And then the Blueprint and 97 In My Lifetime. Then Hard Knock Life. Then the Blueprint. I'm sorry, in between that was Life and Time. Then the Dynasty, and then the Blueprint came out in 2001.
There was the Blueprint, and then there's the Blueprint Volume 2.
No, I know. And then there's the 3 too. But I'm saying the original Blueprint came out when we graduated high school. So he was out like when we were in middle school.
Yes. That's when, listen, Streets is Watching was the first album he came out with.
No,
Big
it's
L
called
produced it.
Reasonable Doubt.
No, it wasn't. Reasonable
It says it
Doubt
was
was the first one that he went on with a record label. He self-produced his album. It's called Streets is Watching. I have it.
Maybe it was
literally have the
underground.
album. Type it in. Streets is Watching.
1998.
He made it into a movie.
1998. The other one was out in 96. So it's not his first album. But anyway, we digress. We digress.
I digress. Nicole, you were correct. Thank you.
No, Google was correct. I didn't have a fucking clue.
Thanks, Google. Always know.
Okay, now let's go back. The Candace girl, what's spitting facts right now or allegations?
Candace.
One evening, during a camp that they were running with several musicians, Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were in a heated conversation with somebody named G. And while this conversation was moved out of the studio and into a restroom that was adjacent to where Jones was sitting,
wait, real quick. It says Mr. G is a 30-year-old tall African male, like Mr. G. Who the fuck is Mr. G? First of all, G means gangsta for all you white ass people that don't get it.
He heard approximately 2 feet away from him again. Mr. Jones is the producer that's suing him. Gunshots suddenly ringing out. He recalls hearing multiple gunshots. Mr. Jones immediately went into a state of shock and fear that he would be shot next. He genuinely believed that he would be shot through the door due to how close he was. After the shooting ended, a crowd gathered around the restroom. When the door finally opened, Mr. Combs and his son exited. G was lying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg and his hip area. Everyone stood around and looked up at him. Frustrated by the lack of aid that was being provided, Mr. Jones, the producer that's suing again, dropped everything, ran to the guy, and immediately began placing pressure. As he was applying pressure on his stomach, he realized that G was gushing blood from another area. He decided to lift G up and place him to sit on the toilet, and he asked the crowd to call the ambulance. Now, here's what is interesting. The ambulance does arrive, and Mr. Combs, according to Mr. Jones, Diddy gives strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced the producer to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot while standing outside of the studio.
All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to put a link to this in the description. And if you want to watch the entire thing, you can, because we have a lot of stuff to go over. I mean, we can't just keep watching one thing.
And we're already 45 minutes into the episode.
That's what I'm saying. But listen, look, this, and not only does, I understand a lot of people may not like Candace, and that's fine, but she does go through it, so you don't have to. Her episode is 35 minutes. Hold on. But you know what? She does talk a little bit more about what Cat Williams said before all this shit started, which kind of instigated this. So let's listen to that really quick.
And so to speak, take a listen to Cat Williams in his own words.
Hollywood is not really there to entertain.
Hollyweird. Sorry.
Like, that's great that happens, but propaganda is something that is important to all civilizations.
And those movies are successful, and so they continue this relationship, and you become a bit of a propaganda arm for the government. And in turn,
that's information is so powerful. Is you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work. Yeah. And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not. It's a weird thing. It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully.
So maybe that's the answer to
one person. Name one person, one man who wore a dress unsuccessfully. That's just crazy because think about that shit. right? What's his name? The One Direction guy. What's his
Harry
name?
Styles.
Yeah, when he wore a dress on the cover. I mean, like, he's like so cool. And like, whatever, I don't give a fuck if he wears a dress, cool. But it's like Hollywood does try to do that fucking weird shit to you. And I think it's a matter of having too much money and not knowing like what to do next. Because when you
And
have
they
so much
want
money,
to make pedophilia fucking normal. I'm sorry, it's not normal. Children, no.
and not normal at
No.
all.
It
Looks
and
like
why
there's
is it always a fucking man? Why is it always a guy?
Because think about it like this. This is how I think. Men are often okay, you say you're young, like 16 years old or 17 and or even 18, and you're going to California and you're getting this like career. You're not like fully developed at that point and you just want to do it. So you'll say like fuck it or whatever. But you are who you surround yourself with. And like men, there's a lot of men out there, and there's also a lot of men that aren't like this, that are insecure because they don't know how to like release their hormones and anger and aggression in life. And there's a lot of depressed men in the world, like older men that just like think about, and I'm not talking about like, you know, people that you see, like we're talking about like men that are overweight that like live in a trailer home. You know, there's a lot of people like that, and they're highly impressionable because it's like here's a carrot, here's a carrot, here's a carrot, and you're starving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like there's no such thing as bad press. So even like Metallica, badass rock and roll band, but they wore makeup and shit. Like, what do you think, like, when they were coming out? This is, like, a little before our time. Like, we were growing up during this. But I remember my cousin Grace Ann, like, my uncle was like, you're not listening to this trash. Now they're, like, the greatest band ever. You know, and they were wearing skirts and shit. It's, like, a part of, we're starting there. It's like, we're start here. Like, you need to make yourself fucking stand out. Like, the Beach Boys don't wear makeup. What's the difference between you and them? The makeup. Like, paint your face, put makeup on, and you're going to stand up. Just like I say to you, like, let's put color on so we can stand out in our TikToks.
Yeah.
Or our TikToks. But, I mean, it's like, it's exactly like that. Like, when I dyed my hair blue, I did that for marketing. Like, so I would stand out on my business. Like, people with colored hair grow faster. Man wearing a dress, that shit stands out. Speaking of, this is totally off topic. My mom said something too to me the other day. Planet Fitness came up with this whole campaign, and they just lost like $1 million in stock apparently, about how they're accepting to everybody, so men can go in the women's changing room now.
Whoa.
And there was like somewhere, I don't know, I probably should bring up the facts before this, but a lady was in there with her daughter, and a man came in, or a transgender person came in and was shaving. So she took a video and posted it, and then she got kicked out of the gym. Like, can't go there at all anymore. You're gonna have to Google it because I don't know the details on that story, but it's like there just needs to be a separate space at this point because we understand. That's what you want to do, that's what you're gonna do.
That's great.
But like,
you're not using a regular woman's restroom. You
to
can
shave.
use a gender neutral restroom.
And
Go
who should
you
wait.
can get your own restroom. Get a gender neutral restroom. But
Who shaves?
at the end of the day, you're not one of us. I'm sorry. You're
Who
not.
Wait, who shaves before the gym though? I mean, I'm just saying. All right, let's get back into Diddy really quick.
Yeah, please.
Okay, because I can go on and on about
Why
that
the
bullshit.
media?
Ugh. This is fucking crazy.
Well, now we can, but All right, let me pull up the other guy. Because he goes through all the times Diddy was around when people died.
Whew.
This guy, PD, I sent you the link the other day.
Uh-huh.
Again,
Mhm.
this has nothing. If you don't like the guy's this guy's pretty neutral. I mean, let's be real here, but this has nothing to do with politics right now. This is about how Hollywood is fucking weird with fucking kids and they're trying to legalize pedophilia.
Well, have
Where
you
is it?
seen that there's that docuseries about kids on Nickelodeon in the 90s and all the sexual abuse allegations and shit? Fucking crazy. But it's like I say, anyone that likes any adult that wants to be around kids like that all day there's something wrong.
Well, here. Oh wait. No, I'm not. I don't want to switch on that one. Was this it?
I don't know, was it?
Oh, well, he goes through a lot of the memes here.
Okay. Oh my god.
This is fucked up. These are funny memes though, but okay.
What is it?
Like, why would Nickelodeon hire Diddy now? But, you know.
What memes? What are you talking about?
It's a joke. It's a meme that Diddy was hired for Nickelodeon as the president since Dan Schneider's fired. It's a joke, Anna. It's a joke. He's going, why would they hire Diddy right now? Like,
Well, I don't know what you're talking about because there's nothing on the screen.
Babylon B is pretty funny. They do like they're more on the conservative leaning side of things, but they're funny as fuck.
Okay. What are we waiting for?
These are some of the good memes that have been going around before we let's lighten it up a little bit and then we'll get into look
There's
at that,
nothing
Anna.
on.
What do you mean?
There's nothing on.
Oh, so you weren't seeing it the whole time? Oh, okay.
There was nothing
Look,
on.
At a time like this,
That's kind of weird. Well, maybe he needs to pay for a legal defense fund.
or maybe it's a satire
Babylon
website.
is-
all right, we're not gonna watch it again. But that was the picture. So look
Oh.
at this one. Look at this. This is great. Hold on. Do you see it, Anna?
That's so funny.
Antonio Brown posted that.
No, he didn't.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown has been killing it too with the memes.
Who?
Just saying.
Antonio.
There's no way Antonio Brown posted that.
AB posted
Can
that.
you go to his Twitter? I
Go
want to
ahead,
see.
Oh,
Are you saying that
my
AB,
God. Liberty
AB
City.
would never post a
Liberty-
picture like
Liberty
that?
City.
well, Chris from WTF is like, Vinny, he sent me this and said,
There's no way he posted that. Keep going.
I believe he did. I believe he did.
oh, okay.
Can we?
By the way,
wait.
directed by
Yeah.
Dan Schneider.
You don't understand. I see that.
Soundtrack is by.
Soundtrack by R. Kelly. Come on, Antonio Brown be killing AB, whatever the fuck. I don't know him like that. I feel weird calling him
I
AB,
don't
but
even know who Antonio Brown is, but the Shawshank Redemption one with the
Yo.
R. Kelly soundtrack killed me yesterday.
he is like he's a football player, like a really good
Oh, is
football
he?
player. And then he got into some controversy a little bit while back because he just like walked off in the middle of but he's funny as fuck. Like he always be like diving in, like adding his 2 cents.
Really?
But yeah, he's
What's the soundtrack by R. Kelly?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I mean, this is a great fucking meme. I mean, the thought that went into this, I mean, chef's
Soundtrack by
kiss.
R. Kelly.
That was like the seal. It's like all these fucking weirdos. All right.
Yeah, they were
Can
all
we
talking
address-
shit about
it's just
R.
a parody.
Kelly.
The lawyer is
It's just a
quiet.
parody.
Like, I'm not getting sued for
It's very-
defamation. You guys are going down alone.
Let's keep.
Can we address some of the legal allegations on this? Is this something that we can?
Is that where you're going?
Yeah, I'd like to know
Trafficking.
from a legal standpoint what this case is even looking like. Have they even arrested Diddy yet? What like? I know you're not handling this case whatsoever, but everybody is talking about this. It's nonstop.
Yeah.
Here we go. These two stepbrothers are out here.
P. Diddy and R. Kelly, step predators.
They're going to be cellmates soon enough.
From a legal standpoint, what does this look like? The raid, FBI.
So, I mean,
AB again, I think.
You know, you're asking me about a raid when I've seen raids happen to my clients that have no business happening. I understand that there was a plane with one of his, his drug runner, his 25-year-old kid.
Going to Antigua.
He was arrested. I know that. I know that.
Oh, and no, and not a lot of people are talking about this, about how the 25-year-old kid that was like running drugs for Diddy was arrested.
Oh,
that white
boy.
boy.
But him and Quincy Jones's kid, I think, were being detained by LAPD.
Well, being detained and being arrested is two totally different things. This guy was arrested. Like, he was arrested with drugs. And apparently he's his drug mule. And like, that story has been
You're making
pushed.
your own kid be your drug mule? Way to go, Diddy.
So I think hopefully they show pictures here. So I don't have to
Obviously, there are accusations of trafficking, and you've seen a lot of reels been coming up about that's this that
By the way, this is one of Trump's lawyers. So
gentleman was arrested.
His drug mule.
Drug mule, exactly. And you know, his homes were raided. Obviously, he wasn't arrested. He was on a plane, I believe.
She's saying Diddy wasn't arrested. The white boy was arrested.
Yeah, this guy.
Somewhere near St. Bart's or in the Caribbean somewhere, and he was able to leave the country. Obviously, there's no warrants out for his arrest. We would know about that. So,
as of right now, Diddy is back in the country at his house.
Something is going on. Do I necessarily believe everything I see? No, I've gotten a.
I don't believe everything I see either.
Past that in the past 3 years, so we'll wait and see. And I think everybody has a right to have their day in court. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. You know, you don't know. You know, you don't know. And by the way, I'm still waiting on the list from Epstein.
How crazy! And you know what I'm waiting for? Show us 1 minute.
Which is bullshit, by the way, and that could be a whole nother episode on fucking Epstein. But like, why isn't that list going out? You know why? Bill Clinton. Every fucking top person in Hollyweird is on that motherfucking
Prince
list.
Harry and Prince William attended these P. Diddy parties. Like, yo, Diddy is going to get arrested and all of a sudden kills himself in his jail cell.
All right, so let's go into a little bit more of like what this doesn't prove like anything. I know this clip is going around, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit because you can't be a freaking like zombie and believe everything and just take things like clips out of context and be like, well, this is what he was thinking. Because guess what? Usher and Justin Bieber have not came out and spoke out yet. And I would tell you right now, if it was me and it wasn't, if it was or wasn't true, if it wasn't true though, I would be like, listen, this motherfucker never touched me. So it is weird that they're not saying that. And like
nothing. But there's those videos from a few years ago. With
I know. I'm going to show you them right now. And
that's the crazy thing. Now that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor.
He's 13 at the time.
And let us hear it. Go back 5 seconds,
please.
Go back because what he called it right there is what's key. Go ahead. That's the crazy thing. Now that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgies like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Not really.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was
13.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
You're 13.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man.
Craig Mack, you remember? I met him. I actually served him food. And when I was working at Fridays, I served him food, and he gave me his number to go out to a party that night. And I didn't go because they left me a shitty tip.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's funny.
At the Bayshore one, and at the Bayshore Fridays.
Really?
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's people watching. Hey.
What up?
Okay, how do I get back into this? Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Faith Evans,
your
Jodeci,
parents were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige.
Yeah, good
they
job.
know nothing about this shit.
Oh,
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Did
You're
you have to doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, they keep you
Doing
humble
Diddy.
somewhat,
So
or are you
crazy.
just like, can you stay up to 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
and what kind, do you have money?
How is that how is that normal at any time?
Listen, it's not normal that he was there and that like his parents like allowed that, but he to me it doesn't seem like he wasn't like scared talking about it. He wasn't like
No.
like, oh yeah, I was
But he doesn't want to
Diddy
give out too much information.
Diddy made me suck his dick. Yeah, but the thing is like everybody's using that clip like that's evidence to something, and like I don't really think that is. I do agree, it's fucking weird. Why does a 13-year-old boy have custody over him? I mean, man, whatever, you know what I mean? 13, older man, a 13-year-old boy, blah blah. But it is weird. But also, gotta think back then. They were doing like what people do now, like content houses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people buy houses and then they have like a bunch of like little YouTubers come in and film. I got to imagine that that's what that idea was. I don't think it was because here's the thing.
Well, yeah. Remember when like NSYNC came out and they had like they put them all in the same house, whatever. Was it like NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys? One of them.
I don't really remember that, but here's the thing. If he was doing this to like start a child predator ring or whatever, like why would he be talking about this shit on fucking MTV? Like, and there's things like that he was saying with the Justin Bieber thing. It's like, that's just how we used to talk back then. Like, he was like, we're going to have to keep that shit secret. It's like, because that sounds cool. Like, that's between me and him. Like, it what, like, people are like, oh my God, Diddy said we have to keep this shit a secret. But to a 13-year-old, because he was trying to make a connection and seem like, yeah, we got a bond. We got this little secret. Now, there are other things that are weird? Yes, of course. But it's like, dude, everybody looks at like every single little like smidgen and you're like, yeah.
You know, there could have been something behind that. And truth be told,
Absolutely. But my thing is that on the internet, it's all, a lot of things are one-sided. And you have to just put the thought of, okay, well, what could this be? We've watched the media tear the fuck down people. Like, even what Kate said before, Michael Jackson. I don't know. I never was in Michael Jackson's house. Was he fucking weird? Fuck yeah. Was he a child predator? I don't fucking know, but there was like literally no evidence. He never got charged. Was that because he had money? Because I'm pretty sure they like ruined his name. It's like, I feel like sometimes though too, when people go against like what they want, whoever they are, they destroy your fucking life. Now, I'm not saying this for Diddy. There's too much weird shit that I think he's crossed the line and he doesn't even realize what's good or bad anymore. But it's like he has to be held accountable 100% for what he does, you know, or did. And this whole pedophilia shit, if people don't keep talking about it, it will become acceptable. It's not acceptable ever.
It can never
not now, not 10 years ago. And I also want to bring up, I'm going to say this, big, is that when I was 15, I said this to her yesterday, when I was 15, if Diddy came or Biggie were at a party, honestly, maybe not those two, because I don't really think I'm attracted to them. But if I was 15 and a hot guy was 22, I'd be like, fuck yeah. I wouldn't care. I would think it was cool. But they're the adult.
They're the adults.
I'm not at that time. They're the one that needs to make that decision. And it's like, people think like, well, yeah, maybe she wanted it. Maybe I did, but like, also I didn't
You're
fucking
15.
know what I
What
wanted.
the fuck do you know what you want at 15? You want to tell your friends that you hung out with so-and-so at 15.
Right.
That's what you
That's
want.
you want that name drop, that clout.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
It's like, it's not, and like, there's other things, like other dramas going around that I don't want to get into, but like, it's basically about porn. So like porn, it's like everything has an algorithm. These algorithms now start showing you like younger and younger women, to where then you start getting into animations where it's just a drawing, but it's young little people, kids. And it's like, now when you're yourself, you're fantasizing about weird ass shit. It's like, no, we can't make this acceptable.
No,
ever.
absolutely not.
Because it destroys lives, and all these people that get hurt by that shit, they're the ones they're the future, and the future is going to be even more fucked up than it is now. So,
yeah.
All right, let's get back into that. So, to make it a little lighter, I think we're getting back into memes.
Okay.
I think I forgot what comes.
Do you have the part where they said, "Would you let your kids go there?" He goes,
keep playing.
"Hell no."
Keep playing it, Rob, because I think it's at the end.
Yeah.
This is true, though.
Like a life. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See? Yeah, that's the thing. I have kids. I don't even.
The 90s was a very different time, and the early 2000s, but pedophilia, nothing like that was acceptable. Still, because I even asked you yesterday, I was like, when we graduated high school in 2001. So year 2000, it was like Y2K. You know, like at that time we had smartphones, the internet was like starting to become something. Like we thought like the technology was like, it was a different fucking world.
It was
100%. But pedophilia, I feel like, is more accepted now than it was then. Right?
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what these
I
people
mean,
are thinking.
People are sick. Can you see the screen?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
you see the screen.
I'm on the wrong screen, sorry.
Post, and then the Twitter trolls will be, we're her kids. Well, I'm protecting them, and this is sad. I mean, this is sad. And this one with Bieber.
This is the Bieber one. Yeah.
Where are the parents?
Yeah, exactly. How was
48 hours?
Right. Let's watch the Bieber interview.
Can you play this one? How's it?
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right?
Yo, look how young he looks, though. I mean, that's a fucking child.
Yeah, he's having 48 hours. I was with Diddy,
remember-
him and his boy.
I remember watching him on YouTube before, like, because there wasn't that many YouTube videos. So,
No,
like,
there wasn't.
They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
What? Like, that's disturbing, by the way.
that shit would not fly today. And the thing is, well, but here's the thing is that people thought that that was acceptable and cool. So the fact where his mother allowed that. Because he was P. Diddy, not knowing how many fucking people he killed, like whatever. Allegedly killed, sorry.
Allegedly.
Why?
That's disturbing.
What does that have to do with making music?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
Who's this guy, Rob? Who's the girl?
I believe this is a former dancer of Diddy's who talks. She doesn't give specifics, but she talks about some of the things that she witnessed while she was there.
Play the clip.
Wix is your platform to perform on.
Little ad.
You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it.
Well, you're about to be called
and
as a
I probably
witness.
will never tell it.
No, yeah,
But it's-
you're about to get subpoenaed.
Since then, I've been like, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And I
she's
also
done.
am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you,
It's a fact, because with somebody like him, anybody like her, who people don't know, not a famous name, all
She's
she
just
wants
trying
is
to get money, blah blah blah. She's
then
trying to play a
interviewed him.
victim.
I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 45 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately,
look at the way she's playing with her ears. She's fucking nervous to even. She doesn't even say anything, and this woman is like nervous.
maybe I'll write a book one day. But it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit and revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why aren't you saying something then? Because we just want to live. We wanna
That's
be
right.
happy, and we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that.
Well,
she's not going to be called.
Again, she didn't say anything, but she knows something.
Diddy made a statement.
And that's a fact. You could just tell. Well, it's not a fact, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. What else do they have here?
Sickening allegations have been made against me.
Oh, okay. So this, I don't know if you've seen this. Diddy posted or his lawyer posted. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. I mean, we ain't going nowhere. That's your legacy? Okay. Sickening allegations have been made against me. So this is where it gets weird, because it's like, if you know enough to say sickening allegations, but yet you still have the temptation to do it, why would you say that? Have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. So right here, he's just saying, like, don't believe nothing anybody says because they just want my money.
Told you.
Then he says, let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs.
Yep.
First off, I thought you changed your name to Love. Number one. I mean, Diddy the Diddler. Number two, there's been nowhere in a month or so that had all this shit's going on where he's came out to actually speak. You mean to tell me they're talking about you fucking little kids and you have not gone on camera at all and said, no, I don't do that shit? Because I'll tell you what, if somebody ever fucking says that shit about me,
Rachel
I'd be like,
Maddow, the Cuomo guy.
I'd be getting
back on.
all
Oprah.
thirsty.
We're doing a fucking Monday night special. We're doing a Monday night special with Oprah.
Bring Oprah back. Like,
call Oprah, call Barack, call Ellen.
I mean, to tell me.
At the table.
I understand, like, they have PR people and PR people. Oh, wait, let it blow over. No. They're saying I'm fucking little kids. I don't care. I take my phone right there. Yo, bitches, stop talking shit. You know I killed mad people. You better watch your back because I ain't fucking open. Like, that's exactly what I would be like, no, I'm not doing anything with little kids.
But that's
you mean to tell me you're worldwide known, and all this shit's going on, video after video after video, and the girl, someone wrote, not Oprah, but Chris Hansen would be better. Yeah, Chris Hansen would be better. Absolutely right. Fuck, call Chris Hansen.
Who's Chris Hansen?
The pedophile catcher?
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, it just blows my mind. Like, I get, like, people have to be careful, celebrities. I'm not in that fucking world, but, like, dude, my name, if somebody was saying something like that, you're just going to say sickening allegations? Fuck
like
off.
I said, I would be on the phone instantly. Like, cops are feds are detaining your kids. Your multiple properties are being raided. You're on a plane, and dude, I'd be on the phone with my attorney. I'd be like, yo,
Well, I'm sure he
let's
is,
do
but
a 5 p.m. dinner special. I'm gonna go on live TV and we're gonna set the record fucking straight. This is fucking
you know
bullshit.
what they used to do back in the day, like a president announcement, like
Yeah, like a
and the
special delivery.
The program stops. Like, you got money, you got that Diddy money. Like, that's what I would do.
That's that bad boy for life. Come on.
Like, we're talking about fucking kids. Like, that's so sickening.
No.
You can't just make an Instagram post saying that's just sickening.
No, dude.
So that's where it gets
I'd
like
be lighting shit on fire, screaming from the fucking rooftops. Like, no,
Yeah.
no. Like, just.
All right, let's get back
And he's like, they've been using excessive force. Yo, you're fucking kids and you're sex trafficking. You're lucky. You're lucky. All right.
My individual's looking for a quick payday.
Oh, here's the video that you
and-
sent me. And this is interesting. And if we don't
years
have
ago. Okay,
we don't have like a huge audience, obviously, but we're just like working on this. But we're in New York, and I know that I've encountered some of the bad boys. He said, I'm a 37-year-old male and never understood why and how the fuck broke. It's fucking disgusting. I don't get it either. I think it's just something like sick in people's minds. Like, I don't get it. We're similar in age. But I've been, like I was just saying earlier, like I met Craig Mack. We've been to, I can't think of one specifically, but we've been to
when we were 16.
We've been to bad boy parties. What was that?
Hotel.
What was that whole bar in Selden with the they had the, oh my god, why can't I think, the bull rider?
I know what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter what the name was, but they would have like celebrities there all the time. So the whole point of me saying this, if this reach gets out to anybody in our network, we're from Long Island, New York. If you came across any of these fucking guys when we were younger, like, you need to speak out, because other people are scared, and don't do it because of fucking money. Just do it because it's the fucking right thing to do.
Right thing to do. That's
because like we were saying before, if I fucked P. Diddy at 15, yeah, I'd be bragging about it. But now at 40, I'd be like, what a fucking creepy weirdo.
Even
Disgusting.
like these little girls now. Like, I get it. 16, 17, your boyfriend's 18, 19. Okay. But yo, 22 and you're like 15, 16. No.
And the whole point, like you said, you're a 37-year-old male and you don't get it. The thing is like, Hollywood is fucking weird. And when you have so much money, you don't know what, like, you fuck all these bitches all day, you get bored, and then, you come up and you say, like, let's use, I don't know, I don't want to say anybody's name besides Bill Clinton that would do anything bad. Say Bill Clinton, you're like, oh, he was an ex-president and he wears a tie. He must know. And he's like, hey, I got this girl. You're probably like, oh, well, I want to be in the in crowd. Or like you were saying with the royalty family. These are just the things. Like, it used to be acceptable in the 1800s. Like, why not? Just because it's not allowed in New York, but it's allowed in Alabama.
No, it's not allowed anywhere.
I know. I'm just saying, like, this is what people's excuses
like,
are.
No, listen.
So now, wait, hold on. Hold on.
Excuses for everything.
The whole point is you are who you surround yourself with. So you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of people that you think it's acceptable. Just like I used to think heroin was, like, I thought everybody did heroin because everybody I surrounded myself with did it. I was like, I can't go anywhere where somebody's not popping a Vicodin. And it was true because that's the places that I went. So it's like these people, they're going to like these fucking weird ass Hollyweird parties and they're doing this creepy ass shit apparently. And they're like, it becomes more acceptable because all the people you looked up to and know are doing it. It's like, oh, the cool kids are doing it. I'm going to do it too. It's like peer pressure for adults.
They need to stop thinking it's okay. It's not.
I know, but they're this whole like their whole plan is to make it okay. So they don't feel bad about themselves.
To anybody that tries to tell me that this is okay, because it's not.
I agree,
okay.
but I'm just saying their thought process.
Please. You think it's okay to fuck around with little kids?
It's not. Yeah, I know.
Come over, please.
It's like their minds are so sick and twisted that they're like,
tell me this is okay.
Filled with guilt and rage, and then there's manipulation that goes into this as well because they don't want to feel bad. They want to be accepted, but it's like there's something missing in their brain where their connect just fucking isn't there. And
well, you heard like they're saying that Diddy allegedly would like show these other graphically sexual videos of other celebrities, and he's like, see, they do it too. This is what everybody does in Hollywood. Don't you want to fit in, don't you? No. If this is what they're fucking doing, I'm out. Goodbye. Don't call me. Don't text me. You know what? I'll fire my publicist. I'll go back to living on Long Island. I'll act like I never even existed if that's the fucking case. But this is not okay. But you know, you're in the middle of your come up. This guy.
All right, let's go.
I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Diddy, talk about Diddy.
I have never talked about this publicly. And he said, yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended.
I bet that guy would have went. Sorry.
But from there, I was like, oh.
Like think about Diddy's calling Diddy said.
Fucked up. I mean, nobody knows who this guy. I mean, apparently he knows Diddy, so he must be like.
He has his own show on HBO. He's huge.
Oh, okay. I was like, nobody knows who he is. Just, I don't know who he is.
He's huge. He won like, I can't tell you how many Emmys. Huge. He's a really
I don't know.
great journalist.
Well, apparently people don't like us. We had like 12 people watching. Now we have 0.
That's because we were kind of boring, I guess.
I thought we were pretty entertaining.
I think so.
All right. Well, I mean, me and you think we're like the greatest of all time. We're the
the
goats.
greatest of all times.
All right, let's keep going.
Listen, you want this job? Come, let's hook up, and then you can get the job. And the guy said no. Like, I think it's, when are we going to stop pretending that Hollywood, the music industry?
Yo, I'm not going to lie really quick. This has nothing to do with anything. I like people commenting while we're filming. That's cool.
Okay.
I like to. The Chris Hansen thing, that somebody commented that.
Okay.
So we had, well, that's why the guy said, I'm a 37-year-old male, and I understand. Like when I read that was a comment while we were recording.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool because we can like
engage with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, Anna, we're getting comments. I mean, this is an improvement.
Ooh, a comment.
No, we have like 4, but we don't ever have any. And we had 12 people watching. Like, this is like.
Ooh, watch out, Fox.
Watch out. Watch out, Hollywood, because Ana Nicole's coming down and we're going to knock all you fuckers out of there.
Here we are.
You thought Ana Nicole Smith was bad? Wait till you see it. You thought she was a shit show? Whoa, just wait.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's get back into this.
Okay.
All these people from Epstein. It's not a it's not a secret, but we all kind of just we brush it away.
Mace
It's a real serious
Mace
problem.
is being interviewed. Rob, just check to see if there's audio music in it or no.
This is Mace.
If you can check.
Where the hell's he been?
Music.
God, Mace.
So check this out. So Mace, this is Mace in 2002.
Okay.
What?
Mace. I said.
Yes.
So
I told you.
Listen, I've been leaving like crazy fucking comments.
He's never going to see them, but okay.
Instagram, and someone responded, and all I said was, somebody needs to go find whatever church Mace is preaching at, because no matter what anybody says, no one is more fucked up than that guy when he just literally walked away from everything and became a fucking deacon up in a church in the middle of upstate New York where no one ever saw this man ever again.
So that's why I said these guys have done their research. Remember, I was like, I'd rather than me just like pull up my own shit, like, and pull up my own clips. Like, every clip that I had on the file, it was either between Candace's video and this video. So that's why I'm using these two.
He steps away from. He's the guy
I mean, they're pretty damn good. They got a lot.
that stepped away. And look what he says in this interview. This is 22 years ago. Go. And by the way, Mace is an OG guy.
Church. He went to church.
Yeah.
All is well with him. Have you spoken to Puff lately? Y'all talk or what? Well, actually, we not really on speaking terms, but I still pray for the dude, and I pray that all is well with him.
Okay. Well, P. Diddy's supposed to be releasing a gospel album. What came to your mind when you heard that? What thoughts did you have?
Y'all want me to answer that?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, can RuPaul put out a gospel album?
Can you imagine? Wow.
But don't you think that everybody can express themselves? And if he,
they can. You ask me, I'm just answering.
Wow. Actually, can RuPaul create a gospel item?
He's basically saying a gay man, can he put out?
And Mace is not a pushover, lightweight guy. This guy,
no.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I actually played basketball with Mace a couple years ago. I was like, oh, what are you up to these days? It's like, just with my kids and God, man. Just my kids and God. I was like, good for you, bro. Rob, I don't know if we can play that TikTok thing we talked about with a guy. It's like a procession of, I told this was about to happen. I told this was about to happen. I told this was about to happen.
Yeah, the one.
Story and story and story and story. Look, innocent until proven guilty. We get it. Something's fishy out here with Diddy. We all know that.
More than fishy. What do you mean? It's in the ocean and there's fish on you. What are you talking about? Fishy. Like again, why would you stop saying fishy? It's there. Like Epstein exposed it. Epstein got caught and they suicided him in jail. Let's stop pretending this game. Diddy, and I'm tired of hearing if there's smoke, there's fire. The house has burned to the ground, bro. How many more people is it gonna take to be like, okay, he actually I was molested or raped?
I don't understand why he wasn't arrested.
That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about?
If that's truly, if they had enough to go raid the home, or we'll see what comes now. So they arrested people, they raided the home, let's see what they found, and then what it is.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Is there
what they're looking for, pedophilia?
Exactly. Like, is there a warrant for him? Because
you have to go.
We don't need to. Oh, this guy, the security guard.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, Rob. Go ahead.
Some storages or some of Puffy properties be getting raided real soon.
It's just 3 months ago.
They need to get to those tapes.
Oh, wow.
They get one of those tapes.
Yep.
But him with those little people that's been making the accusations.
Little people.
Woo, man.
Well,
Done.
it's the thing.
Wow.
But Puffy
Apparently, Diddy's got cameras in every room in the house.
Do like he did on that corkscrew lie.
I bet he does.
How he did. The next thing that's going to be happening, and after this is now you're going to start seeing some criminal investigations getting opened.
Oh wait, he's the security guard. This guy, right? He's got his own podcast, and then I guess he's talking to Reggie White. Told us Diddy would get raided months ago. He's proven right once again. Yeah.
And because when you get too much of the smoke, law enforcement generally gets involved. So that'd be the next thing that will be happening.
Listen, law enforcement should have been involved a long time ago. All right, I'm going to pull up.
They're connected to people in high power positions, such as himself. Like I told you, after 9/11, Puffy and Jay-Z profited off of New York City. Concerts, Let's Save the City. Granted, they did do a lot for the city, but Jay-Z owns more than half of Brooklyn. They let him buy all those fucking crack houses. Do you remember when we went to that drum and bass party and we got lost in Brooklyn? and there were all those abandoned buildings. We used to even go to this club that was in an abandoned building in Brooklyn, right next to the Brooklyn Bridge. All the buildings were burnt out. They were just like the outlines and the cement. He bought all that shit. The mafia was trying to buy that for years, and they wouldn't let them fucking buy it. You're gonna tell me Jay-Z?
What did they do with it though?
He bought it all and made it
And
into
what?
co-ops.
Oh, okay.
That's now
right.
Williamsburg. Dumbo. Actually, no, that's Dumbo. That's like stupid money.
All right.
Stupid money.
Yeah.
No one could buy it, but Jay-Z went up in there and bought it, and then bought the Nets and brought them to Brooklyn. Please.
I found this video. It doesn't really mean anything, but I just thought it was interesting.
World, baby. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do some real shit out here. You know what I mean? I got my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, Diddy, you gave me the oosh-lash, goosh-lash. You gave me the oosh-lash, muaf, the smoosh-lash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean?
What is that?
You gave me the oosh-lash, muash. I love it, yo.
Like, I don't know what that was, but it was fucking weird. So this was posted, obviously yesterday, but he's just pacing. I mean, ain't nothing interesting, really. I mean, I'd be pacing fucking too. But
we trying to shake up the world, baby. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do some real shit out here. You know what I mean? I got my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
there's this video that I sent to you, and I can't find it now. I don't know if it got taken down.
What
I should
video?
have fucking downloaded it.
Which one is it?
I remember when I said you want to hear all the list of people that were killed and Diddy was associated with?
Uh-huh.
That one. Hold on.
I'm telling you.
Hold on, I'll find it. I didn't realize he posted this much a day. Damn, no wonder why he's killing it. He's posting like fucking 6 times a day.
Damn.
That's what we got to be doing.
Before you watch this,
Hold on, let's find it. Sorry. I thought I had it, but it was the wrong video. Did he take it down? Why wouldn't he title it
I don't know.
P.
Why
Diddy?
Where's my lip thing? Oh, dude. My mouth is fucking killing me.
Thank you for the update.
Yo, you know what's crazy? When I was 11, I don't even think I was 11. I had to get like a dental work done. Something with like a tooth didn't go and like come out through my gum.
I don't know what
whatever.
it is.
Anyway, I get minor dental work done. Yo, they sent me home with like 60 days worth of fucking Vicodins. I got major dental work done on Thursday, and they're like, "Have a nice day."
Yeah, no, I know. It was a total different time. All right, I see.
Motherfucker, man.
These are just like videos I saved last night. I don't know. That I thought might be interesting.
HSI is not going to try to obtain and then execute search warrants at his mansions unless they have some good probable cause to put in the affidavit, and the judge isn't going to sign off on it unless there's something there. So
right,
it makes you
now,
think that
we've all been assuming, Phil, that this is about drug, guns, and young women or men or whatever being trafficked for sexual purposes.
Yep.
You're saying, yeah, there could also be another angle, which is this older area of concern about Combs' criminality. Why do you think it, and what could be the connection?
Well, Kiddy D has always stated that he was going to be paid $1 million or just over $1 million by Sean Combs to take out and kill Tupac. Now, Kiddy said he never received that full $1 million. But ever since Kiddy was arrested and they executed a search warrant on his house in Las Vegas, he's coming up on trial in June. And when people start coming up to trial, they start talking and they start saying things that they normally would take to the grave. So who's to say what he might be providing in regards to information regarding Sean?
Yo, let's get this shit solved. Who the fuck killed Biggie? Who the fuck killed Tupac? Was it Diddy? Yeah, I think so. And I've always thought that.
Big Al. Was it Jay-Z? Was it Diddy?
Listen, I don't think there's so much more we can go in on this, but it's like, all right, we've already been going for
an hour and a half.
And I don't think we're that entertaining or that people are going to watch us for that long.
Yeah, no.
So I think that we do another video because like what I really want to do is like my research on like the Biggie shit. Because in my heart, like, and I said this earlier, it sounds so fucking stupid, but I like Biggie was like in my soul for some reason. Like I thought I would meet him. I thought like we were so close. Like it probably was because where we were from, but like it killed me when he died. And like if he was around today, music would be a whole different fucking ball game.
A lot of things would be very much different. Very much.
So it's just weird, and I gotta find that, and we'll do that. I guess the next episode, or maybe we'll even do like a pop up
something,
because we gotta like kind of like be on it with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like something crazy could happen tomorrow.
Oh my god!
Thank you. Bless you.
I can't.
Happy Easter. So if Tupac resurrects tomorrow, because that's the whole thing.
And it just so happens that Beyonce's dropping an album. Just dropped her fucking album, The Cowboy Carters.
That's like if that's like we're not involved in this shit. Drop that shit. But meanwhile, they're the ringleaders. Just let us sing. All right, so
change wives like they change underwear.
Well, let's not be stereotypical.
Oh, Nicole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're not being stereotypical.
My name is.
We're being fucking smart here. If you were married to Jay-Z, knowing, I'm sorry, Rihanna tweeted and posted on Instagram like 10, 12 years ago that she fucked Jay-Z on Beyonce's Instagram.
All right.
And she's still married to him. He's still married to her. What do they know to avoid having to testify against each other?
No, of course, duh. Let's be real. That's why they're still married, but
I mean, we've all watched The Sopranos.
Oh, and that's
Carmella
the other thing.
was not allowed to leave Tony because then she can testify against him in court. Let's be serious. Same thing.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to say right now? Because we're going on. I could literally go on for another hour or two, but I just don't think people will watch it for that long.
You see this fucking cat? He took the pillows and stacked them against each other.
If I open up my door, you will see 4 of them.
Why are they so fucking weird?
Laying out there waiting for me. And then, does he ever sit on your lap and walk back and forth?
Yes.
It's like...
Oh, you know, like where I'm sitting right now on my sofa. Like, if I'm laying down watching TV, he'll run into the kitchen, jump from the kitchen onto the sofa, run across me, run back, and keep doing it until I move the pillow and he can lay right next to me.
Did you see the mouse scoundrel got last night? Or shall I say rat?
Fucking gangster. Good job, cat.
I sent you pictures.
I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night. I had such a fucking headache from my mouth.
I know, but I thought maybe you would have seen it in the morning.
No. I was delusional when I woke up this morning. I was like,
I came home. I didn't realize the fucking rat in the middle of the floor, or a mouse, but it looked like huge. And then all of a sudden I feed everybody, and I'm like, I see the motherfucker. he grabs it and he's playing with it like it's a fucking toy. He's taking it and throwing it and like swatting it around the fucking house. I was like, what? All right, nobody like we don't need to talk about that. So we're gonna continue this later.
Coming soon. We'll have more on the Diddy situation. Good night, Baloo.
I wish I could. This wasn't live, so I could put in like the we ain't going. No, like Diddy hasn't had a fucking good song ever. Even the "I'm Missing You" with Big, like that's not a good song.
So annoying.
Hate that song. But anyway, everybody have a happy Easter or whatever you celebrate. Happy Sunday.
Easter egg.
Say goodbye to Balloon number 2 because he's so cutie.
Look at this. Stink eye. He's such a fucking brat.
All right, have a good day. Bye. Like, subscribe.
Leave